Hello wonderful people of Narnia. As you can tell by the title that this is a tutorial for beginner text on Cinema 4D. This is the font I'll be using. It's called Big Macca. You can download it from here on the font. I'll have the link in the description. If you don't know how to install fonts, you can search it up on YouTube. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open up Cinema 4D just to show that I'm doing it from scratch as well. Right, don't sound. You want to go to MoGraph, MoText. I'm just gonna leave it as text just for beginner. You want to click on Align, then go to Middle. You don't have to, but it just makes things easier. Right, I'm just going to leave mine as a text just to be a bit simple with it, and you can make it about 75 on depth, which is probably the best one. Depends what you're doing really, but just for beginner we're going to go with 75. Right, you want to go to your fonts obviously, then choose the font, and once you have your font that I chose or your own font or whatever, you want to go to caps and click fillet cap on both of these, tick constrain, and now you want to click on this. You can either go to edit and copy and then paste, or you can just press Ctrl C, Ctrl V. But now on motext.1, you want to just, and let me just move this. You want to go back to object, put it to 20 again, and then go on caps and untick constrain. Right, and now with this blue arrow you want to move that to the middle. Go back to the front. Let's just quickly render this out just to show it. As you can see, it's starting to come along as a good 3D text, but it doesn't have any colour, so we're just going to want to double click down here, and then you can just choose any colour. Black's not the best, like dark colours, they're not really that great, but that's why I'm not going to choose a black just for this tutorial. But I'm going to make it about silverish grey, and you want to turn on reflection, make it about, wait, first you want to go to specular. You don't have specular, you don't have to, it's just easier so you can tell. You want it to be faded, you don't want it this bright, so about 50, yeah, it's about right. And then we'll use glow in a bit for the next one. You just drag this to your first layer, and then with this one I'm going to go with yellow because I can, and you can as well if you want to. You don't have to use my colours though. Make this about, this one really doesn't have to be that bright, it's just for an extra shine. Make that about 30, see, just so you can see it there. And then metal again. I see how that completely changed. That's why you want to put metal on first. Right, reflection. You can just do this. Yeah, there we go. Right, with glow, you want to tick glow, and inner only needs to be about 50, and then that's far too much where the glow's actually going off it, unless you want to make the background color really bright. I'm gonna go with 100. There we go, just so there's a tiny little line around it, and then just drag this to the back. Just quickly render it. Looks good. Just render that out. It's good, yeah. So that's about it, guys. Really, just for beginner, it's really easy. You can add a floor and some lights if you want. Like, you can add your reflective one to there, render it, and then it's like that. Or you could just add a spotlight, but hang on, I'm just gonna bring it back here. Could do that, but this is a beginner tutorial, so if you're watching this as beginner, don't mess about with lights and stuff just yet, because you might mess up your work. Like, you could have environment on and then foreground. You could be doing this with floors and stuff. You just mess up your whole work. You wouldn't know what you're doing. You just freak out like that. Sky, you know, you wouldn't know what you're doing. Even if you just put a floor, you could still go like that over your text, but your camera angle could be up there and you'd think you deleted your work. So I suggest you just leave the lights and floor and stuff and look up a more advanced tutorial. And for you guys that are watching it just for the fun, let me know if you want to see one of my more advanced tutorials, because I'm just doing it from beginner first. See, that's what could happen if you didn't know what you were doing. Wouldn't render out and it would just look stupid. So that is literally it, guys. I will see you big gypsies later.